When it comes to Batman fans, there's a variety of people. You have the people who will literally love anything you put out that has anything to do with Batman. You have people who are very, very particular on what they like about Batman. And then you have people that just will never be happy. Now, when it comes to what kind of fan I am somewhere in the middle of all that. And what I mean by that is most of the time, I'm going to love whatever adaptation of Batman there is because I can appreciate different takes on the character. Now, when I say different takes, I mean slight variations. You can't change the character completely from most of the source material like the Snyderverse did with making him basically the Batman Punisher. Now, there's elements of that Batman that I love, but there's too much that is too different from the Batman that everyone knows and loves. And that's why a lot of people had a problem with that. The reason I bring all this up is because we're going to be talking about the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson Batman. There's so many people that love this take on Batman. And then there's other people that don't like how grounded of a take it is and want more of a fantastical Batman because that's the source material, right? It's a comic book. It's animation. Batman has fantastical elements to him and his villains. However, I love the Batman that came out in 2022. Now, obviously, I would like it to be somewhat more fantastical, but I'm okay with it being such a grounded take. It's similar to what Christopher Nolan did in the Dark Knight trilogy. Now, is the Dark Knight trilogy perfect? Absolutely not. But is it amazing? Yes. I'm not alone in thinking that the Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson Batman so far has the potential to be the best Batman take of all time. I think the Batman 2022 actually is a better movie, far better movie than Batman Begins. So it has the potential to overcome the Dark Knight trilogy, which begs the question, should the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson Batman have a Robin in it? Because let's be honest, that's a fantastical element. Having a teenager or even sometimes a kid fight alongside a grown man fighting crime. Let's listen to what Matt Reeves said about this. Matt Reeves says, the Batman Part 2 could feature Robin, though will only explore the character if he can develop emotional stakes for his story. Basically what that means is if they can figure out a way to put Robin in the Batman universe without destroying what they have going, then he'll do it. Now, do I think they'll do it? I think they probably won't. Do I think they should do it? Absolutely. Batman movies hopefully we get a lot, honestly. But he's not going to put him in there unless they can find a clever and compelling way to do it, right? And have it be realistic and grounded and all that good stuff. But there's also some interviews where Matt Reeves has said things like he could see this being expanded, but what I mean by that is it could be expanded into a DC universe. But recently he's kind of shot that down, and he really just wants a Batverse, which I think we all want that because we have never seen a great adaptation live action of the Bat family or it growing similar to the Batman the Animated Series and a lot of adaptations that we grew up as kids watching and loving. Because if you really think about it, the only live adaptation of the Bat family is in Batman and Robin, where we have Batman, Robin, and Batgirl, and it just wasn't good, right? And so I think the Batman fan base has been a thing for 80 plus years. But how is it that we've never had a great adaptation of a growing Bat family or just Batman sidekicks in general? Because that's what Batman's known for. I mean, the most dynamic duo or the most famous duo of all time is Batman and Robin. So my recommendation is if you want to make this new Batman, the Batman, and you want to put all the other adaptations to shame, even the Dark Knight trilogy, you focus first and foremost on making Batman great, which I think they're already on the right track to do. And you put in a real Bat family. Honestly, just copy and paste what the animated series, okay, not actually copy and paste, but you know what I'm saying. Do what the animated series did. Do what the comics do, right? And you can even have great storylines in there. Like, for example, you need to have Dick Grayson Robin. And then after that runs its course, then do Jason Todd. And then do Tim Drake. Do Barbara Gordon. I personally wouldn't do Damian. I wouldn't do Damian Wayne because Batman Brave and the Bold is going to have a Damian Wayne. And I just think, wouldn't that be amazing? If they can fit a live action Bat family. Now, it's going to take more than a trilogy to do that. But if you're making good Batman movies, why does it matter how many Batman movies it takes to really make a good Batman family together, a Batman team, right? They want a more grounded take. But how many Batman movies have we gotten without the Bat family? There's been so many. So it's time to give this a try. Now, again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I really think this can work. Now, a lot of people might say that Batman Brave and the Bold is going to do that. And so they should just leave it to that and have this Batman just be all on its own. However, Robert Pattinson's Batman has been my favorite so far adaptation of just Batman the character. Now, if they do a trilogy and he's still this...
Breakfast.
Here. Why? I don't got time for this.
It's getting serious, Bruce.
You could be doing more for this city. Your family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Selena? Yeah, I can see you.
I need to talk to you.
He's got that dirty laundry. That's just how it is. But you don't want none of it coming out. Your father.
Batman has some charm to him. That's why we all love him. He still carries that pain, those feelings of loss, but he's still a compelling character.
Sorry.
Don't be.
A lot of people think that this Batman's too young to have a sidekick or have Robin yet. However, I think he's 28. He's supposed to be 28, but I don't know. And by the time in the universe of this Batman movie, by the time that this movie comes out, he'll be like 32 or 33 or something. And I don't understand. That's not too young to adopt a child. I do think it would be a mistake if they do have Robin and he's like 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. Because, like, let's be honest, that's not going to happen. That's not realistic for a 12-year-old to be fighting criminals. I think if you have Dick Grayson be the Robin, he's got to be, if he's going to be fighting crime, he's got to be at least 15. I mean, let's be honest, at least. He could be a big 15-year-old that knows martial arts, right? But obviously it's not too far-fetched for a bigger 15-year-old that is trained properly to take out some criminals. I mean, it's got to be very strategic. Our favorite adaptations of Batman are things like Batman, the animated series, or Batman, the Arkham games, like Arkham Batman. And those Batmans are capable of cracking a smile every once in a while, are capable of making a joke, right? I don't think the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman, smiled or made a joke once. And I'm okay with that because he learned a valuable lesson in the movie that's going to push him forward to become, in his own words, something more and hope. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be all buddy-buddy with everybody. That's not what I'm saying. But he'll learn how to grow his relationships right now because the only important person in his life was Alfred. And the moment he woke up from a life-threatening injury, he said,
You lied to me. My whole life.
So, to answer the question, yes, I think the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson Batman universe should implement a Bat family. And in the next video, I'm going to go through a step-by-step of how I think it should be done in order to be perfect.
Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe if you're new, which most people are probably new because this is a new channel.
Yep.
Deal.
We'll see you guys later.
Let's go game! Dude, nice. Okay.